Hello my dear Diophilos, I hope you are well and your hair is always standing on end with the team you have, which is the best that exists right now. Today, we are going to talk about something that perhaps some of our subscribers have not tried it yet, but it has been talked about several times here on the channel. In fact, I have several videos that I share, one here and another one here. In particular, we are diving into the Aperion Audio DST. They are outstanding super tweeters right above the 57 quads. Featuring ribbon tweeters in a dipole setup, they emit sound both forward and backward. This arrangement achieves a far more expansive soundstage, injecting more air and depth into the audio. Thus, it's logical that I pair them with my setup. Because the quads too. They are T-polar type panels. Naturally, vintage speakers benefit greatly from them, potentially needing an extra touch of detail. Interested in a more analytical sound? And of course, always, you can turn it off whenever you want if your aim is an outstanding sound experience. More alive with more detail, but after a while you get tired. Can you turn them off or can you adjust them as well?
Are we going to talk about that now? Okay.
It's a shame to have some super tweeters. Let's say at my age I only listen until the 14 or 15,000 cycles. However, according to recent claims, high definition music can now reach frequencies of up to 60 kHz or even higher, despite these ultra high frequencies. They are beyond the range of human hearing capabilities. Nevertheless, I believe they truly affect us even if we don't perceive them directly with our ears. But they help the brain locate. Superior sound sources resemble a form of echolocation, enhancing the stereo experience significantly. Accurate, I'm not the only one who says it, and I'm not a scientist, of course, so I can't prove it. Don't suck, dude. But many audiophiles and some people
That they have any knowledge?
psychoacoustics, they think,
¿Qué te?
help more.
Completing the picture. Musical. And also, do you have anything?
What should be done with face playback? Because I'm not entirely sure about this matter.
It's not a topic for fight it, but I think if it can help, it's worth considering.
Receive better.
The picture.
Complete as it said that the brain functions.
Perceives from another way. What do you think?
You.
1.4. These super tweeters allow you to select the desired frequency range and even turn it off completely, and that's helpful.
Some days you want all that detail in the high frequencies, but other times,
Do you prefer a warmer sound?
especially if you use horns like the 50 quads.
Uncertain.
Sometimes they help and sometimes they don't. The important thing is that you really don't realize that they are working the moment you hear them working.
Then I know. It becomes a distraction.
The idea is that they add to the phenomenon, to the image.
Complete of music.
Not that they're calling attention to themselves. I have them placed on some pedestals that I bought on Amazon, which are Stop, Home Theater DR4,
Small horns, and by a coincidence, they are absolutely fantastic.
right up there, absolutely perfect for putting them right on top of the quads like that. But they can also be pulled back, or you can position them up against the wall facing the corner. Are there other ways to experiment with super tweeters that involve using them for reflections and not directly hearing the idea?
It's that.
Not them.
Listen directly and don't.
You clearly realize that they are actively working, but they do indeed possess full range, so you don't miss anything. I've also used them with the
Horns Aperion Bruce 3 concert, and quite honestly, it greatly improves. It is fundamentally in the matter of spatiality. The voices genuinely feel more real. You naturally feel more at ease, sometimes more relaxed. That's truly a finishing touch. What exactly makes you feel immersed inside the music?
And what?
Maybe you really need it, and I am extremely grateful to the Aperion company for having generously sent them to me free.
Of cost.
The truth is that I have had them for a long time and I owed him this.
Review now. Recently, I've been listening to them for quite a while with my 50s,
And same with my quads. And I like them a lot. I would too.
very good to hear them with my selection.
Because the selection also sometimes lacks a little detail depending on the material. The prices right now, especially in
The company is about $7.99. Before it was almost $1,000.
So, If you're interested,
I think it would be a good time before the complete revolt of rates comes if you are looking for something to increase immersion or extension in frequency. If you need perhaps a little more detail in your
system then.
it's a faster way to change sound without changing cables and without changing other things. Not for beginners, but if you like to experiment
And you want to?
squeeze the most out of your system.
I believe so.
Aperion is an interesting addition and gives you time to try it out. If you don't like it, you can return it.
Are you not happy?
You can return them. What are your thoughts? Have you tried them? Would you be interested in trying? What's your opinion on that, super tweeters? And there is also the myth in the past with the reviews we have done of super tweeter that people think that super tweeter can damage the amplifier that they can lower in Penasa. It's not true, dude, because super tweeters use very little energy because the diaphragm movement is almost microscopic. We are not talking about a buffer that has to have a great compliance, a gigantic mechanical movement. This doesn't really affect the load of the amp or K, just so you know, so don't worry about that. And today's amplifiers are anyway designed to handle many types of loads. I've never had any problems like that.
So, I highly recommend it. In that sense, you will not have any problems with operation super tweeters. One of the things that impresses me the most about super tweeters, it is playing the piano. You notice that the piano features an enormous soundboard amplifying the rich tones,
Where it has ropes that are miles long.
Additionally, those necks generate a variety of harmonics, emphasizing the full spectrum of sound instead of just the highest tweeter. Its resonance suits the musical compositions of O, creating a symphony of melodies. Further, civilizations do not also help you reproduce other types of another kind of rings. Even if you hear the tuba, well, the sound is complex. The notes,
Low frequencies also have
they also have a limit. Detailed, they also have the sound of the. Regarding the nozzle, the lip is vibrating and interacting with it. There is a series, funny, very structured, more intricate sound compared to super tweeters. Can they help you perceive? They say that subwoofers also help with high frequencies because they help completing the comprehensive picture, similarly applicable to super tweeters
by helping you extend the treble frequencies.
They assist in enhancing bass response by providing you a figure, an image.
It is totally complete with music, so if it isn't,
do you want to miss anything? It is a great example. Good insurance. Having them present just in case, in my situation, I am prepared. Enjoying it very much. With the quads, I think they add a dimension to it. Extra. And so far, I have not become bored of using them. Today, I am utilizing them in the middle position at -3 decibels and is starting at 12 kilohertz.
But you can always place them lower or elevate their frequency as well so that they begin to function. Last, the quartz, they have a reputation for having a small drop like those at 12 kilohertz. So it helps more or less at that frequency for quartz to have tweeter start.
Since the age of 8 or since the...
I really like 12 kilohertz. These are well made. They are also heavy. They are made of metal. The box.
And I think it is a product that represents very good quality. And so far I have not had any problems with them. They have worked great for me. And they are nice to have on pedestals. But if you are putting them on some box speakers, well, you can just put them on top. Remember that you can also move them backwards. You don't need to be directly in front of them.
Same plane as tweeter and buffers, you can put them from behind and experience how they sound that way.
Okay. Sure thing, buddy. I think that's it. It's one. Tremendous tweeters. Many thanks to Aperion for lending them to me. And let's see what he says.
Parapeleometer below.
The parapeleometer.
Okay, thank you very much. Remember that you can find my album El Canto Concerti for the English or on the audio5society.com page.
and become a member of the channel. You can become a member, it costs very little money and you are helping me. I like you too.
Saying,
Pedro continues, don't stop. Okay, thank you very much. And remember that audio files
ain't crazy.
we all have a little